starting these things and then having to read them. All right, welcome to this special edition of this NBA 2K15 live stream. I'm LD2K, joined by my man, the illustrious Ronnie 2K. Ronnie, how's it going, man?
Good, man. We're 3-4 days away now. I'm relaxed. I'm feeling good. You know, a couple months ago we talked about like how you know we hadn't put out a ton of information and everybody was like, oh my God, what's happening? And I said, by launch day, we're going to be very, very proud of the effort that the dev team has made on this product, and you know, just put out all of these crazy announcements. The last few weeks have been so much fun.
It's been bananas.
It has been bananas. It's been great.
And speaking of the dev team, again, a shout out to a very passionate, hardworking dev team. They're already cranking it up for 2K16. I mean, that's how dedicated they are. So shout out to the devs for really listening to community feedback, listening to pretty much every community and really trying to give a fan of any kind of game mode of ours something to really enjoy this year.
Yeah, we have something for everyone. If you're a fan of my team, we got you the auction house. If you're a fan of career, we got you a scan, which we're going to talk about in a second. Yes. Obviously, the parks we're going to get very, very deep into today, and we're just 3 days away. And you know, we have a midnight launch on Monday. My Giants are going to be home in San Francisco, and we got a midnight launch right down the street. So
we're going to be hanging out, of course, at the GameStop at San Francisco at the location.
Union Square.
You can RSVP on Facebook.com/NBA2K. We have 3 special spots: one in Los Angeles, one in New York, and one in San Francisco. And we have some special guests joining those locations, Ryan.
Yeah, Baron Davis in LA, Tim Hardaway Jr. in New York, and Mitch Richmond, the crazy 2K fan that he is going to be joining us in San Francisco.
So some very cool stuff. If you're in the areas, go pick up NBA 2K15. Why wouldn't you go stand in line at midnight? I know before I got here, my friends and I picked it up.
To see the fans too.
Every midnight I would stand in line, pick up NBA 2K15. The next week I would have classes and I would say to myself, it's okay, I'm just going to play NBA 2K all week. That was a very big mistake. Don't make that mistake. Go to class, go to school, do what you got to do.
It's the week that relationships end.
It is.
There's so many things that we affect in your life. And this is the most packed offering. So much to do in this game, and we're going to get into it right now.
So we're going to talk about something, and don't press anything quite yet.
Pressing.
You are looking at what you will do in between games in NBA 2K15.
Okay, this is tripping me out, Chris.
So here's one thing that I just want to say. We scanned Ronnie right before this live stream.
Literally 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago. This is the retail kit. That's Ronnie 2K. It freaks me out. Uncanny Valley, Ronnie. Look at this.
It's insane. And then
It's insane. It's like,
his movement. I mean, you see the still of the face scan. That's one thing, but then you see him start moving around and have emotions. It's really tripping me out.
It is sick. Now, here's the cool thing about this. So last year, in between games, we listened to the fan feedback. What do you do in between games in my career last year? You were traveling to the games. You could equip some stuff, go through the menus. You could still do that by pressing circle. But even cooler, if you press the left joystick right now, Ronnie, you're going to be able to get up in your team's practice facility, and here you go.
I don't even know what shot I've equipped right now.
You have your shot. So Ronnie actually is equipped, as we talked about yesterday on our Twitter. Ronnie, you want to talk about the mocap experience of going in and shooting with your shot?
Yeah. How much fun was that? That day was something that we were looking forward to for a while. I mean, I had my shot scanned before, so but to have it in there with yours is really awesome.
It was a fun day.
Trayvon as well.
Yes, so shout out to Trayvon. Your shot is in the game. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see who's rocking our shot. You got that nice little leg kick out. You got that unique shot. So that's kind of cool. It's actually, you talk about
how... It's a quick release. I'm not gonna get blocked, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you do have a quick release. And one other thing that's cool, if you hit hit L2, Ronnie, if you hold down L2 right there.
What? L2, sorry.
Yep.
I'm having too much fun.
Or R2.
R2?
One of them.
What am I doing?
Okay, maybe
I don't know what you want me to do.
Anyway, there's a shot grid that you'll actually see at some point. But yeah, this is going to be what you can do with your MyPlayer during and in between games. So you're going to be able to do this. And really, this is something we wanted to show off because I think this is one of the coolest things. A lot of people,
practice it.
You really couldn't practice with your MyPlayer last year, so this is something that we're really excited about.
If you get into the net, you can change it and then practice a new one if you want.
Yeah, and why don't you show some of your dunks right now? Oh, nice little air ball there by Ronnie 2K. His time has come. He's rocking those generics as I see in the chat. But if you press circle, Ronnie 2K, you have your
We
menu
haven't
right
equipped
here.
me yet.
So we're gonna start talking about some of this stuff, but if you go over to the MyPlayer store, why don't we pick up some shoes for you, Ronnie? Because those generics just aren't.
I have shoes on the park.
Those
Let's see, maybe
shoes
I haven't.
just aren't kicking it. No, let's
I'm sorry.
no park
I'm
yet.
in the wrong
Oh,
one.
there you go. There's your meter. What did you do to pull that up? Go to the MyPlayer store. Yeah, park/scenes. There you
Yeah,
go.
I thought I equipped my KDs.
You really need to get this going because we need some nice stuff. So
There I am. Look at that guy.
So this is what your park look is going to look like, and also in your My Career cutscenes.
The return of the tiger pants.
The really cool thing, if you hit circle real quick, Ronnie, is if you go back here, you'll notice NBA home and NBA away. Yes, you can set what you're wearing from home and away games. So people that were looking for that, that's something that we've also implemented. I know a lot of people wanted that, and little features like this, Ronnie, are much more complicated from the back end. You know, it seems like a simple thing. Oh, I want home and away. You're going to be able to do that as well. So Ronnie 2K looking styling in those generics, rocking those generics. But you can see here just a myriad of options for shoes and whatnot. So I know a lot of people are going to be stoked on that. And of course, Ronnie rocking those tiger pants as well. But while you're shooting around and doing and messing around with your KDs and all that stuff, I'm going to drop some My Career information because we got some really cool information for you.
Oh, I'm not signed with a sponsor yet.
Uh-oh. So,
I'm stuck with my generics.
But, see right here, this is what I was talking about a little earlier. You're going to actually see your hot zones of shooting now. Ronnie really hasn't began his career yet, so he's still kind of molding himself and what kind of player he's going to be.
I can't miss.
But you're going to be able to see all this information in real time when you're practicing. And this is something that's very cool and helps you study, your own My Player and whatnot. So some very cool stuff there. But let's talk a little My Career before we hit up the new era known as MyPark, Ronnie 2K.
Yes, sir.
So, listen, Doc Rivers, a couple people have been talking about him. Not only did he come and help the dev team out from a gameplay standpoint, and as Mike Wang was talking about on our broadcast earlier in the week, Doc Rivers came and had a level of authenticity, added a level of authenticity to the game, talking about his coaching strategies and some of the things he implements in real time as a coach in the league, playing, of course, winning the championship in 2008 against, my Lakers. We won't talk about that too much, but obviously one of the great minds in the NBA.
Yes, sir.
Not only that, but he's going to team up with you in My Career in Season 2. And that's about as linear as the mode gets, because then it's all about based on choice, and there's a lot of other things that we're not going to spoil. But Ronnie, what do you think the Doc Rivers situation is going to mean for your My Player and getting not only mentored by players, but a championship caliber
Getting
coach?
mentored by a championship
Doc.
caliber coach with that guy's knowledge of basketball, it's going to be really great. And I mean, I don't think people have thought enough about your interactions, behind the scenes, like in the film study, coaching 101, and then in the tunnels at press conferences. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of very cool stuff. And actually, there's going to be some screenshots releasing next week when embargoes come out that are going to show a few more of those.
Very cool. This year, this is a very fun one. So you start off your My Career 6 months into the league. You're an undrafted rookie. You're fighting for a 10-day contract, and you can see right there, 10-day contract, 5 games left, Ronnie. So you got to keep working for it. It's not like it's guaranteed. Once you get your 10-day contract, if you work hard enough for the team, you got to keep your 10-day contract and beyond, hopefully, or you're going to have to be working out for another team and potentially working out for some team that you may not want.
I picked the Pelicans, by the way.
You did, and you made the squad too.
I did make the squad.
Very proud of you. You can see the shot meter under Ronnie's feet. We talked a little bit about this. The feedback will stay there as you run back on offense. So if you're slightly early, it's going to be yellow on the left side. If you're very early, it's going to be red on the left side. If you're perfect, it's going to be right on that white point in the middle. And you can see right there, that's a very early shot indicating red. If you're slightly late on, it's going to be yellow on the right side and very late red on the right side. So that feedback is there. So as you equip these different jump shots for your My Players, you're going to have that immediate feedback. You can really get to know your shot and switch it on the fly if you decide to. So I know that's something that's going to be very useful for veteran players. And of course, when you're playing the game, that new shot meter, a part of this nice and very delicate shot system that's been implemented in NBA 2K15. But speaking of NBA 2K15, I want to take this time to mention that a lot of people were talking about getting traded to the team they want. Now, understand, one big thing this year, at the end of Season 1, you will become a free agent. And free agency is something that was requested a lot last year, Ronnie.
Yeah,
and the
people
team
wanted to
went
be
in
on
and added a robust
Yeah.
free agency at the end of your first year.
People wanted to manage which team that they got to. I understand that. Like, you want to be on your favorite team. You want to play with your favorite NBA superstar. We wanted to give you the opportunity to do that.
Yes, you know, the shot meter can be turned off. It's an indicator. It's the visual cue to it. You can, of course, turn that off if you want. I know veteran players, at first you'll start looking at the shot meter. Very, very soon after, once you start understanding shots, I look at the animation and the release points. But it's there for you to help if you want it. It's definitely going to help newcomers to the series. I think veteran players are going to look to create the shots that they need and also look at the peak of the shot and the release of the shot.
It's so crazy to
which
see
is,
me just shooting around in a practice gym.
It is very crazy. There's a whole new batch of endorsements this year in my career, including multiple commercials. And you ready for this?
Multiple. I've seen them.
You could earn a
pretty
lot
amazing.
more VC than you could in previous years
For endorsements. That's awesome.
So you're gonna have the incentive to, not be rocking those generics like Ronnie 2K's bummy my player out here. Did I call you a bummy? I'm sorry. All right, that's a
Well, I
little
know.
mean.
I should
You
be,
look just
I
like
should
you, by the
already
way.
be sponsored by Nike. I
This
mean,
is
come on.
crazy. This is crazy. But yes, you're gonna be definitely be rocking those.
Actually, Nike wouldn't be
endorsements
happy with
this
me. I'm wearing some Peaks right now.
So we have the endorsements this year, and you can choose accessories like I mentioned earlier for home and away. This is something the team really wanted to see happen because the level of customization this year, I think we went all out when I say you have your face in the game. You can face scan yourself. So we really wanted players to feel like if they wanted certain accessories or a certain color of accessories when they're at home, they wanted to customize that when they're away. And you can do that this year in my career. And I think that's a really big thing. And for me personally, I know I'm going to like that because I'm a guy that likes my shooting sleeve. And I know I'm going to want, maybe a white colorway when I'm at home and then whatever my team color is. Hopefully I end up on the Lakers. Hopefully they want me to come and help the Lakers out in year 2. That's what my goal is. But, whatever you want to set your accessories as, you can do it from home and away, and that's a very big thing. Also, speaking of customization, Ronnie, you can now change your jersey number this year. This is something we did not have in NBA 2K14, and I know a lot of people were requesting that. You can change your jersey number in my career, so that is available for you guys as well. I know that's a big, important one to the fans, Ronnie.
Yeah, man. Being able to change that. You might get moved. You might move on to a team that has a guy with that number that you wanted first. So, we allow you to change it as opposed to just letting the computer control that for you.
My career is going to take you closer to the game of basketball than ever before, and one thing we're excited about is there are more varied drills this year that will pop up on occasion, as well as the team scrimmages where the coach asks the team or your my player as an individual to focus on one particular aspect of the game. So last year we experimented with some stuff. There were goals like, score 10 in a row, stuff like that. It wasn't very realistic because the team wasn't buying in. Everything you do this year that runs through the coach's point of emphasis for the coach satisfaction rating, it's all going to be, the team's all going to buy in. You're going to be running the same schemes. You're going to work towards the same goal. So if you're going after rebounds, the whole team is going to be going after rebounds. It's going to be much more dynamic goals that you have to achieve this year. That makes sense, not only for your my player as an individual, but as well for the team. So that's going to be pretty awesome.
Chris, in
as well.
high school and college, I played college ball. I'd mess around a lot and practice my half-court shooting. That's sort of what I'm trying to do right now.
So here you go. This is going to be a cool one. We've had press conferences for a couple years now, right?
Yep.
They do return this year, but are less frequent. But here's the trade-off. Because they're less frequent, what the team decided to go do is they wanted to add a more in-depth experience. So when they do happen, you get asked multiple questions, and they can get pretty heated, including your my player walking out of a press conference, Ronnie.
I've seen that.
So
you also have a PR director, and
interesting.
She kind of controls the flow, and it's very interesting your relationship with her.
So if you're a hothead, Ronnie 2K, or you just feel a certain way emotionally, your decisions matter. My career is very open-ended in terms of the choices that you make, how and where you go to teams, free agency, demanding trades, all that stuff. It's really going to have an important factor this year. And speaking of the trades and going along with the press conference, the trade that you want to move to, and it's a more simplified system, and then based on your decisions and whatnot, that will may or may not happen. But the nice thing is it's a simplified system when you trade. But the absolute cool thing about the press conferences, yeah, you can actually walk out if it gets to that point. So that's going to be pretty awesome. I know a lot of people are going to have fun with that. I can't wait to see.
I can't wait to storm out
the YouTube videos. Now, you have to play the games when you're on a 10-day contract, as well as playoff games. But other than that, you can simulate or play any game that you choose to. So you have to play the 10-day contract games. You have to play the playoff games. Those are important games. You're going to want to play those anyway because that kind of determines your future in a lot of ways and your legacy. But here's the catch. Some games have a higher base value VC than others, and you do not get the VC if you simulate. This number is based on the contract you sign. So if you get a lucrative deal in free agency, the games you play will be worth a lot more. So basically, you're a better player, you're going to get a better payout. Besides the base value, you can still get extra VC for things like the performance in the game, teammate grade, and how well you followed the coach's directives. So Ronnie, if you get that nice fat contract that I know is coming your way because you're Ronnie 2K, hopefully, your games are going to be worth more VC this year. It gives you an incentive to play better, play as a better teammate.
I mean, that's the way
make the coach happier. And listen,
that's the way it should work.
That's how it works in the NBA.
Yep.
The players that buy into the system, the players that are these franchise marquee players, it's not all about scoring 50 points a night or 40 points a night or 35 a game. It's about these players that truly buy into the systems. They're fan favorites. The coach is really fond of them. It's the superstars in the league, and a lot of that is important. And we looked at that and really wanted to make it more authentic to the game of basketball. So we are giving you an incentive to play better with the VC payouts. Another thing, speaking of superstars in the league, pay attention to your social media feed. There's a lot of important info that pops up in there this year, including endorsement content. You can actually send social media messages to some of your notable fans and other players in the league this year. So you can interact with
Yeah.
by Mr. Scott O'Gallagher, dunking on Ronnie 2K. This is what you can expect.
You broke my neck.
If you're not building up your rep in the park. We're going to get all into that in just a minute. So I think Ronnie's neck might be broken.
That's amazing.
But yes, that's going to...
I got dunked on.
Ronnie just got dunked on.
Chat's going crazy right now.
Yes. But this is kind of, I hope you guys have enjoyed some of these my career tidbits.
I didn't enjoy that. No,
I thought that was pretty
hilarious.
awesome. They told me they were
I
going
thought
to
they were
dunk
going
on
to
Ronnie.
dunk on you.
I told them specifically to dunk on Ronnie 2K. I got you guys.
That's amazing.
He's the guy that needs to get dunked on, not me. The great thing is, with my career this year, on one last note, the mode is way less linear than it was in NBA 2K14. While we do have a couple things that start you off in the career, and Doc Rivers does play a very vital role in my career in your second year, it's just a less linear mode. Most of the content that is now based on what you've done on the court or how you're developing as a player, not basically taking you down a linear path. There aren't in-game goals or challenges that don't mesh with what the team is doing, as I alluded to earlier. And we don't do anything to change the outcome of games or the way that players play. Not that we did last year, then maybe 2 or 3 isolated cases. But people really will decide where their My Career takes them, and the decisions and the interactions with players, with coaches, with media, with fans, all that's taken into account in this year's My Career. Basically, it's as authentic to the game of basketball and the NBA as we could possibly make it. Speaking to at least a player on every team, multiple coaches, almost nearly all the coaches in the league, creating that diverse feeling of being an NBA player is something we wanted to hit on in My Career. And it all starts in your My Career because, of course, one of the things that we're transitioned into MyPark, and when you take your My Player online, is, of course, the badge system. You can't purchase any badges. You will have to earn every badge that you want to use to take onto the court in MyPark.
Sorry, I'm still kind of stunned about being dunked on.
Now, let's talk about something I think the fans are really excited
Yes,
to talk
sir.
about. Let's head to the MyPark and show off these parks for the first time. You guys want to see the
Thank
parks for the
God.
first
That's
time?
what I
I'm
was
ready.
waiting
I'm
for.
ready to see some parks for the first time.
Do we want to look at any of the upgrades or anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what?
We could do that in the park, though.
Let's show them this, though. I'll show you
Okay.
guys something that's kind of cool. So let's say you're out here, and you're not Ronnie 2K, or you want to switch up the shot. So we got Ronnie's shot here. That's awesome. But now you can come right in here and come down to NBA animations, and I can actually change my jump shot right on the spot. So I can come down here, and there's one specifically that we were talking about a little earlier. So we got Ronnie's shot equipped right now. Check this out, Trayvon Williams-King. So shout out to Trayvon. Of course, coming up here, we worked with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, put him in the game last year.
That was awesome.
Huge 2K fan. Shout out to you, Trayvon. Keep fighting the fight every day, my man. And we got your shot in the game. So people that want to use Trayvon's shot, we actually mocapped it, and the team was able to
His
put it in
shot
the
looks
game.
better than my shot.
His shot is a lot more,
His shot is a lot more
free flowing.
Hey,
than,
I still want
then, of
yours,
course-
mine, and Trayvon's
and-
to be the three most.
There you go. And look at this discount
shot.
we're giving you. 150 VC, 100
Yeah,
VC.
get our
I
shots,
like it.
man.
How much is yours? We already equipped
150.
it. Is
It's
it
152.
1 million VC for Ronnie 2K?
It's actually one. It should be one VC.
It should be
let's
1
honest.
VC. And of course, my shot has also been mocap, so I got that nice little form. Look at that release. Even though I'm left-handed, it's right-handed now. But
Very cool.
It's a very, very cool release. Quick release.
How
nice
was that day for
shooters.
you, Chris? By the way, that was a lot. That must have been such a
It was
dream
a really
for you. 'Cause-
crazy. It was a really crazy experience because I'm a shooter in real life.
Yeah.
And,
no, but
know,
you've been such a huge fan of 2K your whole life. and stuff.
that day was really cool. The mocap suits are really tight. It doesn't leave anything to the imagination. If you know
No,
what
it
I'm
does
saying.
not.
Pretty tight down there, but it was an amazing experience. And I got to give credit to the guys that come in and mocap. What you don't understand is when you're mocapping, they actually put these things on your wrists. So you're actually
very hard to shoot.
It's very hard to shoot because it has the wrist. It actually has some restrictions on it. So you can see these guys shooting mocap suits and they're training stuff. The NBA players, seriously impressive athletes that come through here. And yes, we are a good thumbs up, Mr. Michael Howard. Mr. Michael Howard going to be on 10/7, by the way, taking names on the park,
What's up, guys?
building up rep. This guy right
Holla
here.
at me.
Shout out to
Online.
Mike and the rest of the team that got a
Yeah,
lot
man.
of really good. Well, just contributing a lot, I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah, you have all the shots, NBA animations, like
Yeah, but be able to
dunks,
equip them and
shots.
practice them in the practice gym before you got to go take them out of the game. Something
Yes.
that people ask for. Very
And one
awesome.
thing, people are asking about base shots and stuff. You can actually change your shot to quick or late as well. So
You should make a quick Ronnie 2K shot. It'll be the quickest shot in the history of NBA 2K.
here we go, equip. So normal, we have normal. This is Ronnie's shots. This is his normal shot right here, okay?
God, I'm never
We can
getting
go
blocked.
quick. So if you want a quicker release right there, Ronnie, you can do that. And also late. So you can actually customize the shots that you already have. So again, a deep level of customization, and that's all available for you to do. But now I think the moment in time that people have been waiting for.
Yeah, let me back on the sticks.
These servers are not up, so now we're gonna actually see the park for the first time. Look at that fadeaway brick.
Let me back on the sticks.
All right, so here let's go into what we've been waiting for, Ronnie 2K. Let's go to the MyPark.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. So I know a lot of people are
So
excited.
I
about
actually already
this.
picked the park.
You did. Oh wait. I have to ask you something. I gotta
Yeah.
put you on the spot.
Yeah. I see you're wearing a shirt, by the way. Is that giving away something?
Sunset Beach Ballers. Are you with me? Or are you against me?
I can't be with you, man.
You're not with me.
No. I like the athletic game. I gotta go with the Flyers right now. I gotta go.
So you're telling me
I
you're
might
gonna
travel.
be a flyer. You're gonna be an Old Town
I'm
Flyer.
gonna be an Old Town Flyer. At least at first.
Join me at Sunset Beach. All right? I'm a shooter.
Join
I'm a
me
scorer.
at the Old Town Flyer.
All right,
Flyers.
and here's the thing with the parks. You do get a boost depending on which affiliation you pick. Now, there's been a lot of questions about the park, and I know a lot of people want to see this. But hold on, wait, don't go
I
travel
ain't
yet.
traveling yet.
He's
I
just
ain't
trying
going
to
anywhere.
show
I'm
off.
just
Right now,
walking
we
around.
are at
Oh, by the way,
the
so
Old Town Flyers.
you can't just travel whenever you want.
Right.
By the way,
So let's talk about this a
Yeah.
little bit. So
that's
Let-
what
let- let's
that was
talk-
what Rival Days was about. Which
we're gonna get
in a
into
second.
all this, but I'm gonna read you guys some stuff. So what does it mean to be an Old Town Flyer? Old Town Flyers are all about looking good on the court. They like the flashy passes and the size ups. They're also tight defenders that may lead to quite a few fast breaks capped off with an alley-oop dunk. So these are the flashy players. This is where you're going to want to come if you're going to want to be that flashy type of player. Now let's talk about the other parks, right? Should we kind of stay on here, on topic here? Should we travel? Let's go travel to.
No. Well, let's talk about the whole
Well, hold on. I
ability
want to talk about the
travel.
parks
Oh, you want to
first.
talk about
and
each of the
then
parks?
we'll
You
get
want me to go
the-
travel?
Yeah, so go travel.
hold on, I got a
How you
little walk
travel in NBA 2K15 is really simple. So as Ronnie is
I
doing
got some walking to do.
his jog, and we'll get into what you could do. It's not just jogging this year. You're not just going to be jogging around. We're going to get into all this very shortly.
Yes,
Pan
absolutely.
the camera to the left, though, because we got to show off some of the
look at that.
natural, living, breathing world that goes on
Is that
around
a
you.
bus over there?
That is a bus.
There's a tow truck. There's a train
There's
up there.
a cop car coming by, so y'all better be appropriate to each other on the court.
Behave.
Let's go and travel to another court. So when you're on these courts, and you
look at
can't
this.
travel off the start, and we're going to get into this right now. Let's go to Rivet City right there.
Oh, look at that. What is that?
The Jordan
We'll
Rec
get into
Center. I
that
think
later.
a lot of people are going to be playing on Jordan Rec Center. But let's go over to Rivet City. So Rivet City is going to be
I'm wearing that bling
your
on my
place
earring,
for
by the
a
way.
more grittier type. And right now, when you come in here, I know a lot of people were asking about leaderboards and statistics. You're going to see right here.
This is that
you're gonna
beautiful
see,
concept
You're going
art,
to
by
see
the
the
way.
ranking and also the highest rep in Old Town when you enter this park. So you're going to see your points per game average. You're the only person wandering these parks, so this is like an exclusive first look at everything. So
I'm
welcome
so lonely.
to Rivet City right here, as you're seeing on the screen. The Rivet City Rough Riders are the physical type. What they don't swat out of the air will end up being rebounded. And on the offensive side of the ball, stay clear
Town's
unless you're
dead,
fond.
man. Town is dead.
Stay clear unless you're fond of being posterized by a slam so hard it will literally shake the screen. So the Rivet City Rough Riders is definitely going to be the home for the grittier, in-your-face, powerful my players out there.
This is so awesome.
And this is a really cool park. And check out that 2K Sports fan right there.
That's where I'm camped out.
Chilling in the background.
That's 2K Police right there.
Yes,
where I'm gonna be
playing
sitting.
under the pollution, man. You got to be tough when you're playing under pollution. But what a cool park, and you can check out the grittier backboards, the rims.
This thing is just living, breathing.
And this is all going to be filmed in 3 days.
Real quick,
In 3
we're going to talk
days.
about rival days in a second.
Yes.
Just so you guys understand, we're going to talk about rep in a second too.
Yes.
But I am not I have higher rep than you normally would.
And we're going to
at
talk
the
about that in a
beginning,
minute.
which we'll
Now
talk
we
about
have
in a minute.
one more. Let's go to the home where I'm going to be balling. This is my affiliation. This is what I'm going to be squatting up with my friends. Those who want to join me, this is where it's going to happen. We're going to get that number one
come
point.
on, you want to join me.
This is the Sunset Beach Ballers. I come from Southern California, and even though up here in Northern California they say, hey, we got real beaches, they're not real beaches unless you're down in Southern California. And this is what it reminds me of so much,
No.
as that Miami vibe.
Popo.
This is, and yes, there's police patrolling around as well. This is the Sunset Beach Ballers in Running 2K. Let's give them a shot of the water, the beach. Let's look at how beautiful this park is. This is where I'm going to be balling. And when you're balling,
It is a pretty park.
the Sunset Beach Ballers
for
are
you
all
pretty
about
boys.
scoring. Anybody that knows my play style, I love to score. I love to shoot. And from layups to mid-range jumpers to long threes, these players cannot be left open for 1 second. So if you want to be that sharpshooter type, you want to be the shooting, scoring type, Sunset Beach is where you're going to want to be. So this is going to be the park that I believe I'm going to be rolling with and playing on. And
Look at
again,
that sand.
not only you see the sand, you can see the water out there in the background. Not only is this just an awesome park, but each park has a different style of courts.
I feel
you know?
like going to get a burger at the over there.
Visually, all these parks differentiate from each other as well as statistically. So, with that said, to be clear on how affiliations work, and by the way, shout out to Jay, the dev behind
Yes,
Park,
absolutely.
the vision behind Park. We're going
And-
to put up this
yeah.
entire FAQ, this entire blog after this stream. It's going to break down everything about the park stuff. Information that you're getting right now is coming directly
Jay
from Jay.
is the guy behind
Jay,
this,
thank
and
you so much
he
for
dropped
this.
so much info for us, and we really appreciate it. Should I go into a rec center, or what am I doing?
Hold on about the rec center. I don't think people are that excited about the rec center. Just hang on about the rec center.
No,
just
maybe we
kidding.
don't even show the rec center this
With that
broadcast.
said, you can be a shooter in Rivet City or a big in Sunset Beach. It's not like it limits you to the type of player you are.
I'm going back to
The
my
boosts
town.
you receive are meant to only be complementary to areas that you may be focused on. They will not make you dominate in any discipline. This is just adding to what kind of player you are. So you want to specialize in things. I can go play as a shooter in any of the parks.
Yeah.
But you're going to get those small
Only
little
if you can travel, though.
only if you can travel.
And there's only 2 ways you can
That's
travel.
a great segue. So let's hit L2 for a minute so we can show the people this. How do you squat up? When you're on a park and there's going to be my players running around, you hit the L2 button.
There's no one here.
And there's no
obviously.
one here, but you're going to see all the rep and all the players that are in that park. To the left, you're going to see the affiliation that they're associated with, and I'll get to that in a minute. you're going to see Ronnie's an overall 63. You click on Ronnie, you're going to see his points per games, rebounds per games, assists per game. So you get his stats of that individual player.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh my God, look at that amazing
That's
glorified.
beautiful. How did that happen?
When did you get that shot? Was
That's pretty.
that's a very,
pretty
that's a
boy
very
shot.
glamorous. That's a
Thank
very
you.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Extravagant?
No, Zoolander. That's a
thank
very
you.
Zoolander of you. But here's the cool thing about the parks. So you hit L2 again, Ronnie. You're going to see a list right here on the left side. When you go down, you invite a friend. You can only
Brush their
squad up
shoulders off.
with people in your affiliation. When you go down and you see a guy that you want to squad up with, you're going to hit X. Now, right now, there's no one in the park, so I can't really showcase this. It's going to say invite to squad. He will have to accept, and then he's in your squad. You can't just have somebody join some random squad. You have to actually send out an invite, be the squad leader, and invite them into your squad. When you're squadded up, Ronnie, you can press circle now, you're going to have both the got next spots. So if you're just rolling alone or you're rolling with a friend, you're running around, you can hit X right there, Ronnie, and hop on the got next spot if you want, which, by the way,
Or you can head up on the squad spot.
the squad
if
spot.
You are.
This will not be available unless you have a squad of 3 on the park, because 3 is the max now. So you need to be in the squad to be able to get on the spots. This is going to allow for 2 things. Now, people are asking, what goes first if people are on the squad spot and got next? Whichever one fills up first. So if you have 3 on the got next spot, 3 come on the got next spot.
And it goes,
on the right
it
side.
trades off too.
And then it'll
based on-
trade
yeah.
off based on who had first initially, right?
Yep.
So these are all, this is how the squads work. Very simple. It's a session by session basis. It's not a persistent thing, but that's okay because it's as simple as literally hitting a button, inviting into a squad, and then you can travel together. It's not just on this park where you're at right now, Ronnie, but you can travel to other parks together. Now, we were talking about traveling a little bit. I'm going to read you how MyPark rep works, and then we're going to talk about some of the other stuff with squads. Before I get into that, here's the great thing about squads. You just want to play with your friends, and that wasn't easy to do last year. Whether you prefer playing on the hardwood or the blacktop, we have made playing with friends on the same team simple with the squads feature. No more racing to call got next before a random player ruins things for you. Form a squad with anyone currently in your park by viewing a list of players by L2, like I just showed,
Well, it was funny because
and sending them an invite.
last year when you and I get on the park, everybody would be running in place trying to get on the
Yes.
same park, and you and I couldn't even like team up to keep people
Exactly.
off.
Once you have a team together, use the designated squad area located on each court. When that game is over, you will all step onto the court together as a squad to start your run. You will also all exit if you lose, but you will still be squatted up after a loss. This is immediately how you play with friends. That's really cool. Now, let's talk about rep, Ronnie, because as you mentioned right now, if you want to hit the start button,
I just want to show everybody this Old Town Flyers
you're just
branding.
standing on that. Is that you owning the court? God, that looks just like you. Press start real quick, and let's go to MyPark rep. Now go down to rookie 1. Now you're going to see
You're
here.
going to start here.
Yes.
I have obviously been boosted to Pro Level 3, which will go away in a few minutes. But for the purposes, there's a reason why I'm at Pro Level 3.
Absolutely. Now here's the really cool thing about MyPark rep. This is coming straight from Jade again, guys. If you're just joining us, welcome to our NBA 2K15 first look at the park. At MyPark, rather. And this is really cool because this is stuff that we haven't really talked about, the rep and
No, we
traveling.
haven't talked about it at all.
We're going to have this blog up afterwards, written by the dev team. Shout out to Jay. Jay, you're the man. You have everybody excited. And this is what Jay has to talk about when he talks about MyPark rep. Now that you've selected your home park, get out there and win. As you do, you will earn a reputation for yourself. MyPark rep is an earn-only feature, meaning you can't. This is how you get rep. You can't just purchase it and progress. You have to play, you have to win. Teammate grades are involved this year, okay? This is an earned-only feature which takes into account not only wins, but your teammate grade and the opponents you're playing against. There are 4 major rep levels with 3 sub-levels earned in each. You start out as a rookie 1 and can rise through the pro and all-star ranks to the top-tiered Legend 3 rep level. Now, I don't want to give away what you get when you're a legend, but I'm going to say this. You're not going to see legends for a long time. You're going to have to play
Even us.
and earn it.
Even us.
Even us. So here, let's look through some of these options. At rookie 1, you start off at rookie 1. So you get out there on the MyPark for the first time, you're going to be a rookie
I'm
1.
tweeting.
When you get to rookie 2, rookie level MyPark clothing. So some more clothing's going to lock. Rookie 3, signature introductions and earn MyPark championship rewards. Now, the MyPark championship is something we kind of alluded to. Here's how it all goes down. From October 11th through to the weekend preceding the NBA All-Star Game, the MyPark Championship will pit all 3 affiliations against one another in weekly rounds of competition. All travel restrictions are lifted during these events. After each round, the winning parks participants will be awarded prizes such as a VC and rep bonuses, and exclusive accessories with attribute boosts. The first place park will earn 2 points per round, and the second place 1 point. These points count towards the MyPark Championship, where the park leading at the end will win a brand newly designed park to call their home, Ronnie.
That's amazing.
Now, here's the thing about traveling. You can't travel to other parks off the bat. When you get up to Pro, so if you go up 1, you're going to see that now at Pro Level 1, go back 2, Pro Level 1, you're going to get flashy passes and post-game celebrations.
Which we'll go over in a second.
As well as pro-level MyPark clothing. So you're going to unlock different tiers of stuff that you can actually equip to your MyPlayer while playing the park.
Flashy passes.
Right? Now go over one more. Pro 2, you're going to be able to finish alley-oop dunks. So you're not going to be able to catch alley-oops no matter what your stats are, your attributes are, what kind of player you are, until you hit Pro Level 2, as well as signature walks. We're going to get into that. There's so much to talk about. We're going to get into signature walks
Signature
a little
walks
bit.
is going to be
Get
fun.
up to Pro Level 3. Now you can travel to rival parks. So you're not going to be able to travel there until you earn that rep. So here's the cool thing about rep. As your rep increases, you will unlock various MyPark-specific abilities, animations, and clothing, as we're showing off here. If you're thinking of traveling to one of your rivals' parks, you will need to be at least a Pro 3. When you do travel, your VC is doubled for defeating rival parks. I'm going to walk on, I'm going to kick Ronnie's ass at the Old Town Flyers, and my Sunset Beach Ballers, whoever's squatting up with me, we're going to get double the VC for beating him. If you cannot travel or simply choose not to, defending your home park against rivals will earn you a significant rep bonus. So we talk about there's more at stake than just you. The park championships, but then also holding down your court. If me and my boys all of a sudden see some Old Town Flyers coming up, or I'm with Sunset Beach, and I hope you're rolling with me at Sunset Beach, he's going to be at Flyers, and hey, Rivet City is going to be another park where it's just going to be amazing to see all the players going there. When we go over to fight them, if they win, they get a double the rep bonus, or a rep bonus boost. We win on another park, once we can travel, we're going to get a bonus in VC, double the VC. You have incentive to hold it down. So not only is it about you and getting your rep up, but also holding down on the park because it incentivizes people to play better. Now, one thing that we talked about last year, there was a lot of criticism about reaching, people always spamming the steal button, yada, yada, yada. Well, the nice thing is we've added the teammate grade, so you know how well you're playing at a glance without ever having to bring up any in-game menu. It also allows for people that want to play smart basketball to be rewarded for it. Assists, passing, playing good defense, not leaving your guy and trying to just sit in the paint. If you try it, the steal system's completely reworked, as Mike Wang was talking about, so you're not going to just be able to sit there and steal, but if you do, your teammate grade's going to go down, you're not going to earn any more rep.
Can we talk about something, Chris?
Yes, we can.
I'm seeing something in the chat that's being brought up over and over again.
Yes.
Everybody's like, oh, I'm going to be a legend in a day.
No.
No, you're not. We have made it very, very difficult to be a legend anytime soon. And I'm not going to give you specifics, but I would be shocked if we saw a legend this calendar year. I really would be.
Yes. Yes.
You're going to have to work for it.
Hit circle real quick before we start talking about some of the All-Star stuff. Go nearby one of the courts. I want to talk about the MyPark games, the waiting. MyPark score has been brought down to 15 in the games.
Am I here, Chris?
Yeah, you can be right here. This is fine. Or if you want to show the other court. This is going to count down, this is going to limit the waiting as long as the added 8th court. So it's going to shorten up the wait times.
Yep.
100 My players were running around any individual park at one time
80.
in NBA 2K14. Now it is 80 as it stands right now at launch that will be available to run around these courts. So you have 8 courts now, more courts to play on. Mostly 3-on-3s. There's only a couple 2-on-2 courts.
It's only the 15.
And now you only have a few people that are going to be waiting around as opposed to more players. So this is really going to cut down on those wait times. It's a way of thinking about it in a different way. It's also going to be very nice, as my computer's dying here, to be able to have more people playing at any given point. That also goes along with the rec center. And here's the really cool thing. We haven't even talked about the rec center yet. We got a lot to talk about still. Not yet. Let me talk about something else. Last year, if you were in broadcast, you could see the score. It was definitely something that the team took the feedback on. We've added an always-on game score overlay, so no more running to a spot on the court or changing camera angles to see what the current score is. It's going to be right there, always on, no matter what camera you're playing on. You're going to know the score of every game. This is stuff that this is stuff that's going to just really help the experience. The matchups are now based on height with waiting for position rather than simple join orders. So it's going to definitely match up people to
You guys see how I'm walking right now?
Yes. Now let's talk about...
Can we change up my walk?
Let's talk about attribute upgrades first. So let's hit the start button, Ronnie. Let's go into player upgrades. Now, based on your position... Yeah, attribute upgrades right there. Based on your position, you're going to be able to dump into these buckets. And we have these different buckets based on position. Right now, Ronnie is a small forward. So these buckets, you're going to be able to add attributes into. But there's a ceiling based on what kind of player you are. You can still be a point forward. I've been getting that question a lot. Can I be a point forward? Yes. But your passing and some of the things that you're going to be able to do, they won't be as high as a point guard in terms of the playmaking and some of the passing and that kind of stuff. So now here's the great thing too. You have not earned any badges. You got to play through your MyCareer to earn those badges. So you're not going to be able to even dump in any points there yet because you have no badges. It's going to definitely be earned. You have to earn the badges. And when you're dumping into these attributes, they vary based on the position. So a center is going to be able to rebound better than, say, a point guard. You can still get your rebounds up on a point guard, but a point guard is going to have a higher playmaking ability than a center, right? This is really to help distinguish the play types from the different positions. And this is something the team really focused on, and this new bucket system is really going to allow that because you have ceilings that differ depending on what position you are.
A lot of different stats too, Chris. Look at this.
A lot.
Passing IQ.
Yes.
Passing vision.
So you can see how it affects your MyPlayer, and if you want to dump one in real quick to show how that works. So hit the up button.
Oh, throw one into athlete.
Yep. So yeah, so go ahead and purchase that. You're gonna come in here to athlete 1. Okay, hit X again. And you can see there's you can keep dumping them in, but you're gonna hit a ceiling, like I said. And let's say you wanted to fill up all these. You're not gonna be at 90. You're not gonna even be at 90. You will be low 80s, mid 80s, and then you're gonna have to earn badges and become better than there. Keep upgrading your player beyond just dumping in attributes. But like I said, these attributes have different ceilings based on position. So that's something to think about. It's no longer the days of an athletic small forward being, the primary dominant player on the court. It's going to really help distinguish position by position and player by player. So that's going to be something that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about, and the team did a really phenomenal job of balancing out each position. So each position matters. Center's going to be able to grab rebounds, and they should, right? Making the center position matter. And playmaking, point guards should feel like they're in control of the ball and really be able to make those playmaking. So that is definitely something that's cool. And the attribute cap, it will be there for every position, and then beyond that, it's playing more park. And so basically the way it works is you have these attributes, you only have a certain number and you get capped. To earn the rest of those attributes, you have to play MyCareer and MyPark. And you have to build up your rep, yada, yada, yada. So to become a better player, you have to put in the work, you have to play the game, and you have to build up your rep levels, and you will earn more attribute, ability to add more attributes.
Yes, sir.
So it's very, very cool, a very, very cool system, and it's definitely going to be more about earning this year. And, no 99s off the bat at all. You're going to have to earn the ability
Should we tell them about Legend 3?
Well, let's go to All-Star 1. So coming back to earning rep, park-specific dunks, you're going to start to be able to equip at All-Star 1, jump shot celebrations, and we're going to get into animations in a bit, I promise. We'll talk about what jump shot celebrations are. All-Star level MyPark clothing, so you're going to unlock even more clothing. And here's the cool thing. as you unlock this clothing, they're park-specific clothing.
Yep.
So you're going to have different clothing than the Sunset Beach Ballers and the Rivet City.
It's not just the team
Rough
threads.
Riders.
It's also the threads
Absolutely.
for the
Going on to
squads.
All-Star Level 2, you're going to see park size-ups and stand emotes. We'll get into that in a little bit. Hard fouls with no calls, All-Star Level 3, and 50% rival match VC bonus. That's going to be really cool.
That's gonna be useful.
And Legend 1, higher steal success, and Legend level MyPark clothing. Legend 2, high percentage game-winning shots. So you're going to get that little boost at the end of games. And you know what that's going to help? In a little place we call the Jordan Rec Center, which I think we should travel to right now, because I don't think the world is ready for what Legend 3 is going to bring. I don't think the world is ready to know what happens when you reach Legend 3 in our game, which, by the way, I don't know how many people are going to reach that, but we'll find out.
I don't think that many are.
But let's say you're ready to roll. You want to go play the Jordan Rec
Are we
Center.
going to do animations, or do you want to do
We're going to get into
Jordan
that
Rec
after. Let's show them the Jordan Rec Center. Everybody wants to see the Jordan Rec Center. Come right here. You see the big Jumpman 23 logo. And here is your Jordan Rec Center. And I know a lot of people are excited for the Jordan Rec Center. My computer is on 1%, so goodbye, computer. This is the Jordan Rec Center, as shown. Full NBA-sized courts, simulation basketball, 5-on-5, NBA rules, NBA officials, a clock, 4 quarters. This is where those hoop heads
And every park has
wanna
one,
play.
obviously.
Yes.
Every
So-
MyPark has one.
So you can go with this at any time. You can squad up, as you can see. There's also got next spots. So if you have a team of 5, you can hop on a squad spot. If you have 2 or 3 or 4, you're going to have to get on that got next spot. But the nice thing is, it's so simple to squad up. You may play with somebody that just played really well and fed you the ball, and you could squad up with them right on the spot. There's people coming in from other parks. They start invading, and you want to get that double VC bonus or double rep. Squad up. Hold down the court. There's more at stake than just you and you're my player. But it's all working towards, of course, the park championship is going to be very important, but also building your character up, getting those VC incentives and those rep incentives are going to be really, really cool. But the Jordan Rec Center is something that I know a lot of people are excited about. And here's how Jay puts it. Now, street ball isn't for everyone. There are those of us that prefer the sound of the ball bouncing on a hardwood court floor, the rush of a fourth quarter comeback, referees, and rules. We've got you covered. The Jordan Rec Center features 4 full-size courts featuring 5-minute quarters, 5v5, NBA rules, basketball as we love it. Games played here will also count towards your MyPark rep and the MyPark championship. So while affiliations are very vital and important, all these games are going to count towards your rep, Ronnie. And that's really good because let's say you want to hold it down, for your affiliation. You got to roll with your affiliation in the Jordan Rec Center, but it's all going to count towards rep and the MyPark championship.
It counts towards the MyPark championship, whether you're in the arena or whether you're on the park. Really awesome.
Very cool. I know we're going to be streaming quite a bit of this. Yeah, so and to exit, you turn right, and you can see those big signs, exit to park, with the arrows. I don't know if that's spelled out for you anymore, but there it is.
I can't wait to get some time in the Jordan Rec Center. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You saw that as you build up your rep, you're going to be able to start having signature jump shots, signature animations. This is one of the coolest things about MyPark, in my opinion. And I want you to go stand on a got next spot before we show this off, because let's say you're on the spot. And oh, by the way, one more thing about the Jordan Rec Center. 80 players will be in there. And I know a lot of people were saying, well, what about wait times, waiting that long during a 4-quarter, fair enough question. We may be able to fluctuate the amount of players populating those parks to cut down on wait time beyond 80. So maybe it'll come down.
It'll give you a different
The devs are going to be looking at the wait times, what people are doing during those times. That may be flexible, so we're going to see how that kind of goes at launch and see what the experiences that people are having, and then we'll kind of decide whether we want to cut that back or not. But that's definitely something that the team's looking at, which is really cool. Okay, got next spots. You're on a got next spot. What can I do? You can press start right here, Ronnie2K. One of my favorite things about being on the park. So go ahead and press start.
I can't press start.
Okay, well you have to. Actually, I think maybe you have to hop off. There you go. Press start here. Now you can go at any point and do anything you want. So you can go to the My Player Store from this menu. You never have to leave the park. You don't have to go back to a My Career menu. You can come in right here. You're sitting here.
Change up my gear.
You change up your gear on the fly.
Shades. Give me some shades.
And look at how real that looks. Look at how much that
Crazy.
looks like. It's just amazing. But you can come in here and completely just do anything that you want to do. He's putting on the white glasses. All right, so you didn't equip them, but you're going to be able to come while you're on the park into the My Player store, as well as adding attributes and animations, which we're going to get into right now, because this is one of my favorite things about the park this year. The animations are just awesome. So if you go over to MyPark animations. So again, guys, you're going to need a certain rep level to unlock some of these.
And even when you get to that rep level, you still won't be able to get all of them. Like, as you can see, you don't get the ones below here.
So you're going to see required MyPark Legend 3.
Some of these are so amazing.
So check out these passes if you want to look at some of these right now, Ronnie. We can kind of scroll through these because I think people are going to be really excited about these. But this is what is on the table as you get your rep going up. And one thing to note, these MyPark animations, you won't see these in the rec center. The rec center is fully simulation 5-on-5 basketball. You're not going to be seeing these kind of passes and the park stuff that's exclusive to the park. That's what really the team did a great job of making the park style basketball, this street ball style that people really enjoy, this fast pace, this kind of stuff, right? Like, that's amazing. If I see Ronnie 2K throw me that pass, I better hit my shot. Now, if you hit R2 over here, you have park dunk packages, which right now, Ronnie, you can see required. You have to have the attributes plus the MyPark rep levels. You can see right there in the lower left.
Can't just, and you know what's great about this, Chris?
Oh, look at that dunk.
Last year, any numbskull could do this, right?
Numbskull.
Like at the very beginning.
Any numbskull.
Any guy on the park could
Yes.
do this. And now you're going to have to earn it.
It's amazing how you go down, you can start seeing some more of these animations. Look at some of these sick dunks that are only available.
I mocapped all of these, actually.
You did, right? I did there you go, the Insanity ones. I think I did that one right there. But these packages, again, you're going to have to create players that are able to use some of these. You won't be seeing centers that can necessarily pass like some of the point guards, and you won't be seeing some of the point guards necessarily dunk like some of the more athletic 2s or 3s. Because these packages, you see those attributes down there. You definitely have to build the kind of player to unlock some of these, as you alluded to earlier. So MyPark Rep Legend 3 and a driving dunk of an 80 or more. So it's definitely going to take a while.
You're not going to see a lot of these on the park.
Nope. Park size ups. So we have tons of park size ups. You can see these are some of my favorite stuff. So MyPark Rep Level All-Star 2 is what's required for some of these. And, look at that. Some nice park moves. Team went in, made sure to get all kinds of street ball guys. And wasn't the professor one of the guys that came in mocap for us?
Not this year.
Not this year,
I think we still have some of his legacy
We still
stuff.
have some of his stuff. We have a ton of guys. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah,
For people that
some of the
mocap
guys a million guys you've heard of.
So much stuff. Now here's celebration. So right now, Ronnie can get some of these post-game celebrations in the park. Let's see what you got going on, Ronnie. All right, the fist pump. I like it. Raise the roof, Ronnie 2K. Can't get more Ronnie than that. Oh, look at LBJ wannabe. This isn't exactly the LBJ, but let me hear it. Let's go. So you can get these post-game celebrations. You can get everybody jacked up in
My
your squads.
glasses are sort of ridiculous.
Look at that. Look at this. Look at the tiger pants in motion. Yeah, this is just awesome. Oh, look at a yes chant. Or a yes.
I thought it was gonna be yes.
I thought it was gonna be a yes chant, but. Windmill clapper.
This is really funny.
There you go. Windmill clapper. I like that one. In the driver's seat. So these are, you can only unlock these at MyPark.
There's one that people have been asking about a lot, and I need to see if I can find it.
One more thing before I go on. I forgot to mention.
Let me see if I can find
people
it.
Are
It's
asking,
not here.
what if I want to change parks? I want to go to a different affiliation. Oh my goodness. The Spinner-Rooney. You can't, don't tell me you're going to have, he's going to do it. That's the Spinner-Rooney on the park.
Woo! I remember we were there for the day that was
MyPark Rep Legend 3, and you can do the Spinner-Rooney. I don't even know what to say about that.
It's amazing.
Here's the thing. It's going to take you a long, long time to get up to that Rep Legend 3. You can decide to go to a different affiliation at any point, Ronnie. I can say today, I want to go to a different park.
Yeah, you know what the problem with that, though, is, Chris?
What is the problem with that, Ronnie?
The problem with that is you go back to nothing. And the reason for that
you lose all your rep. You reset everything.
You don't move parks and you don't become a superstar right away. That wouldn't make any sense. So You gotta start. You gotta start from scratch.
Yes.
So
it
make
is
sure you make
available.
the right decision. And you know what the right decision is? Old Town Flyers.
Sunset Beach Ballers or Rivet City. The thing is, everybody's going to be battling for their communities.
Oh, wow.
They're going to
Look
be
at me
battling
shake
for
my
a brand
booty.
new park. There's going to be a brand new park implemented
You
to
watching
the
me shake
winner.
my booty over there?
Wins is all going to count in the MyPark Championship towards this brand new court. That's pretty amazing. And rep level is going to matter because the more rep you get, the better a player you become. You want to keep increasing your overall rating. You got to keep playing.
This
you
is
keep
how I
playing
dance
by
in the
earning
clubs,
rep.
by
You
the
keep
way.
playing by playing my career,
So-
earning badges, leveling on badges to help define you as a player. All that stuff matters, and it's a very, very awesome system in which you have to earn. It's no more just equipping what you want and rolling out there and saying I'm the best.
This was
you
mine
gotta go
last
earn
year.
it. You see a rep level legend walking around the park, you're gonna know he's on the park, and you're gonna want to stop
is
and
King of
be in
Soda?
awe of that. And look at this, King of Soda. Look at that. I want that. Rep All-Star level 2. You can do that. Break it down, Ronnie 2K.
Oh,
You're
I
a-
think
you're a
actually
good
this is
dancer.
one we put up on the park dancers a few
Oh,
months
yeah,
back.
you're right. You're right. It
That's
is.
totally what that is.
Look at that.
Well, hey,
There
but
it is.
speaking of which,
Break it
Look at
down.
this. Wait, this is what
The
people are gonna ask for.
nay-nay. The nay-nay, ladies and gentlemen. Break it down. I like it. I can't do the nay-nay in real life. I'm not that coordinated.
So hey, real quick, Chris.
Nay-nay
Actually,
b-ball.
we're gonna be dropping a video of a few of these mocap
Yes, we
ones later this afternoon
are.
on our Instagram channel. So make sure you follow through there. And there's actually one that I recorded that's in the game, which I'll show you in a second. But it's I'm gonna drop it on my Instagram as well. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is happening?
What is it?
Oh, and then there was this one people asked
Stanky
for.
leg. I know that one was a big one that people want. Look at that. Break it down. Look at this. Park Legend level 3. If
God,
you
I
see
wish I could
someone
look at the
doing
chat
that,
right now. What's the chat saying?
if you
John?
see someone doing that, you're gonna just be like, oh, the worm. You gotta
the
see the worm.
yeet, the
Now,
yeet.
here's.
People
hold
were
on.
asking for the
I want to
yeet.
say something. This is a post-game celebration. Go down to the worm.
No, people were asking for the yeet. Let's show the yeet real
Look
quick.
at the yeet. I like it, Ronnie 2K. You look good doing the yeet, Ronnie 2K. You look good doing the yeet. I like it. This is gonna be so awesome. The worm. The worm. Do it.
With the
worm.
360.
Look at that.
We have mocap of that too.
Look at that. Ronnie 2K actually mocap that. You can do that.
Twerking or something.
All right, keep going on.
God,
Okay,
there's so many.
So many. All right, go on to another category. Hit R2.
All right, we could be
All
there
right,
all
post
day.
game taunts. So we got taunts that are available. So there's a little taunt. Let's go down to some of the good ones. Thumbs down. Oh, thumbs down. You're a real trash talker out there. Let's go. Move it. Everyone, shh. Is that yours, Ronnie?
No, the one that I have, I'm gonna show it in a second. I haven't seen it in a little bit yet. I saw it earlier.
Oh, look at this. I'll dance you off.
6 gun salute.
It's a dance off. My Park
is
Legend
that?
3s will rip your heart out and eat it.
Actually,
Oh, amazing.
this is what I mocapped.
There it is. There it is. That's like you at a convention.
Yep.
Okay. There's something else that I want to talk about. So go hit R2 again. Signature introductions. Of course, these are back and awesome as always. So the introductions, we were lining up, showing off your prowess against your opponent at the beginning of these park games.
There's so many
You
new
got
ones.
all these coming down. Look at this championship belt. Look at that. The double wave. Look at that.
I don't even want to know what this is.
Just, morning shower. And you can see that these vary based on the different rep levels. So you decide that you're you're maybe all-star level 1, you're playing well.
Wait, this is the one.
Oh, look at that.
Is that what I think it is? Yes.
It's amazing. All right, keep going. There's some stuff that it gets more exciting than this, actually, so keep going. That's amazing. Okay.
Where is mine?
Here we go.
Oh, here it is.
So here, wait,
yes.
before we talk.
I gotta
Last
equip one of
year,
these.
you're walking around the park. You got a little swaggy going on. Now we're gonna have different MyPark walk animations. So check this out. The bobblehead. Who's equipping the bobblehead when you're walking around? No problem. Look at this. This is what you're gonna. Now we should actually buy one of these that you can
So
buy.
we're definitely gonna have this on our Instagram later. A mocap
Yes.
of this.
Look at this. So fresh. Kicks. Oh, look at Ronnie's kick. Look at his shoes. Look at that swagger walk. Look at the feel good. Oh, the feel good. I think that's. Which one are you gonna buy?
That sort of
What about
system. No,
the
I know
Challenger?
what I'm gonna buy because I mocap
But
one
you
of
don't
these.
have it now because you're not high enough.
I'm not high enough.
But let's buy one of these right now. So let's show off one of these real quick.
Hold on one sec. Wait, I want to show mine off real quick. This is the one I recorded.
Look at the
Yeah.
Rainmaker.
That's the one I
The rain, you
mocap.
can't see me, the Rainmaker. Amazing.
That's I mocap.
Here,
that,
the
guys.
one that I like is the.
What, didn't you mocap one? Where's your? I don't remember
It's
which
somewhere
one's yours
here.
called.
Go down to.
Which one should I equip?
Keep going down. Where is it? Where's the one I want to show off? The Baller Stroll, Limelighter, Baller Cruising. It's one of these. There's just so much. Yeah, look at this. Feed the birds, baby.
I actually
Feed the birds.
I actually want VC coming out of my hands when I walk.
All right, moving on. Go to R2 again.
Wait, no, I want to equip one of these.
Oh yeah, just equip one, but
Wait,
don't
what's cool?
don't
What's
exit out of
cool?
the menu. Do
What's
that
cool?
one. Do that one. That's so fresh.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
do so fresh. All right, now make sure you hit
So
X
fresh.
again to equip it.
So
So
fresh.
you confirmed, and then you have it. Okay, equip. Now hit R2. Celebration score. Now here's something that I just want to talk about. When you score the basketball in the game and on the park, if you hold back on the shot stick after you score, you can trigger one of these animations. So you saw a lot of my Kobe, the other day in our game. Kobe's like getting the crowd pumped up. I can trigger those now. That was something that a lot of people wanted. Now you can purchase celebration scores.
What's some good ones? Let's
So
see here.
you have all these to do after you've hit it. Look at he's hit a shot and he's doing the b-boy. Now here's the one I can't wait for. Imagine you're on the stage, Ronnie, and I pass you the ball and you shoot up a shot. Before it even goes in, you start doing this, the
Whoa,
worm.
look at that thing.
Imagine this. Ronnie 2K, get back on defense, Ronnie.
No.
There's a lot on the line right here.
I
You're
got
doing
the
the worm
worm.
on the court? What is this cheese? That's amazing. That's gonna be
That is gonna be
awesome. Look at this. Do a sidewalk. You can trigger these before the ball even goes in, which is kind of amazing. So yeah,
Ow.
this is gonna be in game. You're gonna need a certain rep level to equip these.
Oh yeah.
But you can do celebration after scores. Like that's amazing.
This one's pretty funny. The very first one.
That is amazing. All right, moving on. Hit R2. We got so much to show here. It's just, I love that one. That's going to be a popular one. And coming back to the jump shot. So these are celebrations after jump shots. So these are the ones I was talking about, rather.
Oh,
those are after scores.
Where's Swaggies?
These are after
Where's
jump shots.
Swaggies?
Yeah. So yeah. Look at this. This is after you shoot a shot. You shoot a shot before it even goes in. Look at that.
Oh,
Mic
drop
drop.
that mic, drop
Look
that
at
mic.
that. Drop the mic. Imagine your teammates doing this, shooting the threes, and then just holding that shot stick back. And this is what you can do. You can come back and you can add swag to your shots. Look at this. This is amazing. The salute. These are awesome.
Dude,
Just
this is amazing.
imagine. It's like, you know what I think is really cool about this? One of the most iconic celebration jump shots was Larry Bird winning the three-point contest, shooting up the shot and just turning away. Before the ball even goes in the rim, turning away. And he's doing his celebrating. This is kind of that same type of thing. I don't know if y'all are going to shoot like Larry Bird, but I know y'all are going to be applying some of these celebration jump shot animation. This is one of my favorite things of the park this year.
there's so
the
many-
level of
so many
customization. And again,
things.
if you decide to change parks, more than welcome to, but all this will become
look,
locked
I can
again
stretch
because your
before-
rep level will reset.
I
And
can
that's very
stretch before
important.
one of my games.
Yeah, so there you go. So yeah, stand emote. So this is when you're kind of standing around and doing different things. So look at the the MyPark Legend 3. Here's some Legend 2 ones. Look at that. You could do look at that, a little mime action going on. I like it. I like it a lot. Look at this. This is when you're standing around.
That is
Amazing.
so amazing.
And flashy pass
And then we're back on
packages.
flashy passes.
And
So
yes.
let's walk around a little bit with
Yeah.
my new swag.
So you gotta. Yep. So just slow down, and you'll be able to do it. Yeah, there you go. So there it is. There's the swag. Ronnie 2K is walking around, and
Fixing that hair.
that's what he's gonna be doing. That's he likes to touch himself, and that's Ronnie 2K, his virtual self, showing off the swag, walking around. What is destined to be your affiliation? It sounds like. And
I haven't completely decided, but I'm feeling pretty good about my flyers.
I'm gonna be
People loving
I'm
this?
the shooter. So this is all the stuff that we have added this year,
Shake
all
shake
in a
off.
year's work to NBA 2K15.
It's amazing.
Shout out again
There's
to
a million things that we have no time to talk about.
Here's something
We
that you'll
forgot.
just never know. I'm just gonna keep the camera here for a minute. So, you got all this happening around
Look
while you're
at-
playing
look
these games,
way
right?
over there.
Okay, but I just want to keep the camera here while we're talking for a minute. But shout out to the amazing
Look at the
dev
water.
team that really took a mode where we listened to the feedback from last year, and we rolled out this amazing feature with 100 my players running around playing basketball together. Now keep the camera over here for.
No,
for
I want to.
No, hold on, just trust me. Just
I'm alone
Just
in
trust
here.
me. Just
Oh,
please
you-
keep the camera over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna point out something in a bit.
Okay.
But shout out to the dev team for listening, really implementing the things that people liked, and addressing the things that people may have had criticism on in terms of the park last year, because it was a very mixed mode, and a lot of fans enjoyed it, but they wanted to see the full potential of what it could be. We've addressed so many things.
There was a vision, and it was the
first
year
year
2
on
of the
brand new
vision.
tech,
Yep.
and this is just year 2. I mean, where do we go from here, right? Like, just looking at it, we can't wait. In 3 days, these are going to be filled with players, affiliations,
I know, I'm so alone
squatting
right now.
up, Jordan Rec Center games going down. It's a little bit of everything for everyone, and that's really the beauty of NBA 2K15. We're going to be getting this blog up very, very shortly after this broadcast, so you guys can read everything that we talked about.
And a couple funny videos of our mocap experiences,
Yes.
some of the animations that you guys just saw.
And I have to say, maybe it already came.
The boat?
Yeah, there's a boat that comes by every once in a while.
That's funny. The ferry. It's
but-
bringing more my players to come
Check it
play.
out. The Got Next spots. Speaking of Got Next spots, all the matchmaking code for the Got Next
Yeah,
spots has
I'm
been
glad you brought that up. I was
rewritten.
going to bring that up.
Dev team rewrote all the matchmaking code across various
The wait
online
the wait
modes.
times were affected a lot by that, just as much as some of the other
Correct.
tinkering
So-
that we did. So that's definitely something that should
Got
be a lot
Next
better.
spots going to hop on, hop off, looking to be very stable this year and function properly and all that great stuff, because we want to bring you the best experience that we can with this MyPark vision that we have. And my goodness, there's so many things. Signature styles. So here's your fadeaways.
Where's mine?
I don't
It's
think
one
you
of the.
mocapped
I think it's
fadeaway.
one. No, I did, but it's one of the numbers.
Look at the fadeaways.
Everybody
Good little
buy.
pull-ups, just an incredible
Everybody
amount
pick up Chris and Maya's shot. You got to.
We got to go back and equip my shot real quick in the practice stream.
Okay.
I want to show it off with that left hand, and then we can end the stream. People are giving me props. They're like, nice jumper. I do have a nice shot. I don't have a lot of,
Oh, you can do it here too.
yeah, so you can boost your jump shots. Yeah, so +5. And the nice thing about boost is you can't stack it. It's just that one-time thing for the X amount of games. Okay, so let's go exit out of this.
Exit out of the park. I want
Yeah.
to keep playing.
Exit out of park. Let's go back to the My Career screen. Let's equip my jumper. Make you left-handed. Actually, mine will be right-handed.
Oh,
'cause
you're not
what-
going left-handed.
I'm a left-handed shooter.
right-handed.
That's the nice thing, though. You can equip all the shots left or right-handed. But we hope you guys enjoyed this stream.
4 days
10-7.
left.
There's 4, yeah, almost 3 if you're picking it up at midnight.
3.5 days.
I counted
if you
as 3
see
and a half.
if you see us at midnight launch, it's just 3 days away.
Definitely is. One thing that I can't harp on enough, get your squad together. Go pre-order NBA 2K15 tonight. Go make sure they're having a midnight launch. Get in the MyPark, get in My Career.
I mean, there's a lot of benefits for the pre-order, as you guys have seen. So
Yes.
there's absolutely no reason that you shouldn't lock it in. This is your very last chance.
Help
the
you with
next
some of the
couple days.
attributes right off the start.
It will help you with some of the attributes. So help you pick up one of these cool
Speaking
walks
of,
eventually.
check out this new screen before you press anything. Just completely brand new screen. You got the social media incoming on the right. Like we said, you can actually interact with people this year and send back tweets to players and stuff. You got your coach satisfaction grade, which is not available because Ronnie hasn't played any games. And we did the space scan, by the way. It's still eerie to see. We did the space scan 5 minutes before we went live. I mean,
That's crazy.
just it takes 3
And I mean,
minutes.
honestly, this area that we broadcast in isn't exactly the most well-lit area. And yet the face scan was still awesome. We're actually going to be doing on Monday a kind of a tutorial on the best practices for face scans. So make sure that you pick it up.
I'm gonna pick up my jumper real quick. Even though you're right-handed, I'm left-handed.
That's okay.
It's still surreal to see though the jumpers. Oh, we're still on you. I forgot to equip it.
I was like, hey, this looks like mine.
Hey now. But how, Ronnie, talk about real quick before we get up there. Talk about the mocap experience and just seeing these other athletes.
It was a
play
lot of fun.
And do what they do.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun being able to kind of experience what those guys experienced. I'd done it before, maybe like 5 years ago, but to do it again was a lot of fun. Obviously, the tech has come a long way.
Oh, Ronnie, you want rep on the park? Oh, get him with the backspin. Oh, hit him with the fade. Hit him with the fade in the LD 2K jump shot. That's gonna be nice.
That's nice.
That's why I'm gonna be chilling in Sunset Beach, because I'm a shooter. And I want to be a Deadeye in NBA 2K15. I want to play with the guys. I want to be point guards and play with my boys. Shout out to Robbie from Two Brothers Gaming. He wants to be a big. He wants to pull down boards and positions.
Robbie, come join me. Forget LD.
No, you know where you want to be.
And of course, if
Yes.
you and I ever need to play together, you know where we go.
Yes, sir.
We go to the stage, and we can squat up there, and
true.
we can take some fools down. So
The stage does not require any affiliations. You can squat up with anybody.
yes, sir. So thank you guys for tuning in. There might be a special broadcast tomorrow. Harrison
Actually,
Barnes.
2 of them, too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got one too.
Yeah, myself
just
and
cut me off.
sorry, might have some broadcasts coming on 2K tomorrow. We'll tweet them out. Scott O'Gallagher is going to break down some more gameplay things.
Yep.
The Czar's been releasing some really awesome videos.
Can I talk
on
about my
the game.
broadcast now?
Hold on, I'll get to that. That's the prelude. Ours is the first one. Then Ronnie has some really cool
fine.
coming. So we're going to be maybe breaking down some gameplay tomorrow. It'll be on twitch.tv/2K, as well as here's the silver player.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Harrison Barnes might be joining me to play some NBA 2K, so we'll do some gameplay sessions. I'll work him.
Hey,
It'll be good.
Hey, John Ema.
He loves his EuroLeague team,
You
so
know,
he might play EuroLeague.
you know what you say? Yakum. As soon as you drop a 3.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have some broadcasts. Otherwise, definitely Monday we'll be at the midnight launch. So if you're in San Francisco, please join us. If you're anywhere, go to midnight launches. They're all over GameStops. But look at your local stores news for that information. And finally, Tuesday we'll be back here on launch day, doing a broadcast at 4 p.m. our normally scheduled time. So we will see you guys then. But please pre-order. There's only a couple days left.
Shout out to the amazing dev team. Shout out to the amazing community. Thank you guys so much for your support. We hope you enjoy what we have in store for NBA 2K15.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.